Hello, welcome back to Only Friends.
The podcast of the year.
The podcast of the year. It's number one on all of the charts worldwide.
Yep, we are above all of the shows. No show has ever come close.
No, and they try.
I feel so sad for them, but you know.
Yeah, well, ask us for advice maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're right here.
Yeah, they'll have to ask us for advice on our Patreon though, because that's where we do all our advice.
That is such a good plug.
Yeah.
That was really brilliant.
Thank you so much.
You have a Patreon, patreon.com/onlyfriends. And if you're on there, you'll get this episode literally today, which is Monday.
Yeah. So you're welcome.
You are very welcome.
And also thank you.
And that too. Yes. Thank you so much. And normally our podcast comes out on Wednesdays for audio and video on Thursdays. So like you're getting it 2 to 3 days early, which is honestly kind of iconic.
Yeah.
And we have extra episodes every month. We do 2 extra episodes and we have a Discord link and it's just like a fun time.
Fun.
Yeah.
This is our new podcast set, by the way.
Oh yeah.
We were just discussing how I don't know how people like hold microphones during their podcast. It's honestly just so treacherous, and you know, I don't hit the gym, so it's pretty. I would say this is like 10 pounds. I'd say it's like 5 pounds.
I have no gauge of pounds.
I would say 3 to 5.
You could say 2 or 18.
This is definitely
just kidding, not 18.
Let me do a curl up.
See how long you can do.
I would say this is 3 pounds.
I wish we could weigh it, but that's like such a whole ordeal.
We can, and then we'll update on Patreon. But this is, I feel like I would say
if you're dying to know the pounds.
Yeah, the poundage.
The weight.
I would say this is 3 pounds, unless maybe when TJ walks back out of there, I'll ask him to bring me the scale, and then I can just do it right here.
Oh my God, live. It does feel
a live weighage.
That does feel like a good amount.
A good 3 pounder.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like weights. You know, like little ones, like at Target or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's 3.
I'd say between 3 and 4. It's like kind of heavy.
Because
like
it's not 5.
No, 5 would be like impossible to hold for an hour, I think. Especially, it's not even just the weight. It's like awkward to hold.
Maybe it is 5. Because you know, when I was like doing curl ups and stuff, I was doing the 50 pounders. So
yeah, you would know. You would know.
I would definitely know.
It's 30 so pounds. Like, I think it's 4.
No, I think it's like probably between 3 to 5 pounds.
Okay, we should make solid guesses, you and me, and just see who's
I'm going to say 3.75.
So specific. I feel like we should do a solid number and we can just like round up or down.
4.
4?
Because I'll round up.
Okay.
So 3.75 to 4.
I'll say 3 then.
Okay.
Because I really don't know. I can't lift I cannot lift like even one of my cats and be like, I think it's approximately this pound.
Baby, can you hand me your scale?
By the way, if you're not watching, we were in her living room.
Yep.
That's why we don't have like the microphone stands. That's why we're holding.
Oh yeah.
The mics. So
someone stole the stand.
Yeah. Someone broke in and only stole Erin's microphone stands.
Thank you.
Thank you, King.
I feel like she's dusty.
TJ said he's been too scared to step on it.
Do you think it's like
I don't blame you.
If
After
I do
last
it on
night,
the couch?
I don't see why not. Maybe just put it on the ground. Erin's currently weighing.
No, I can't.
I only have the microphone right now. That's why I'm only speaking if you're only listening. What do you weigh?
113.2.
113.2. Okay, and while holding the microphone. Here, hold on. Okay. 113.2.
It's going to be the same. This is so weird. 115.2. So it's 2 pounds.
It's only 2 pounds.
Wow.
Okay.
Pretty crazy. I honestly thought it was more.
No, it's heavier for sure. It's at least 3.
Gotta go get a 2 pound weight.
Yeah, we just did Hoot and a Half together last week,
which is our friend's podcast.
Yeah, Matt and Mike's podcast, and they have like actual like microphones for theirs, and that wasn't hard at all to just hold.
Yeah, like microphones that you see on like Jeopardy or like The Price is Right, like those like cool looking ones. It's even lighter than a normal microphone that you would use to sing karaoke. Like it's
very light, which like makes it a great experience.
Yeah, I would say that one's like 1/4 pound.
We have to go get a scale to bring it over. We must
do you guys
measure.
mind bringing your mic?
Guys, we're dying to know how much your mics weigh. Either way, though, it's like so easy to hold, so it like wasn't a big deal. But this is just like a clunker.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess 2 pounds seems accurate.
Okay.
I think I have some weights.
I don't know.
In the garage, I can
heavy.
Pull one out afterwards and see.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't gauge it, so I guess 2 makes sense. But how embarrassing! I'm like, this is heavy. 2 pounds.
Yeah, but it's a lot to hold it for so long.
With,
That's
like,
why,
one
like, in
hand.
like Pilates classes and on like Soul Cycle classes, they give you like 2-pound weights because after so many reps and like after doing
hard.
stuff for so long,
Yeah.
you don't realize how much of a toll it takes on your
On your
arms.
body.
Yeah.
On your mental health.
Yeah. Truly.
Well, speaking of mental health, I'm just, not having a good day.
Why?
I don't know. I just woke up. Well, actually, I do know now. I realized
The dog peed on my rug.
Oh yeah, well that didn't help. But I am starting my period this week because I woke up and I was like, why do I feel like this? I just felt like, ugh.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you walked in, I was like, oh, she's hungover.
No, I don't think I'm hungover. I just feel like
bad.
Blah, like upset at nothing.
Oh no.
Yeah, but that's typically how I feel. Like it's weird when I have my period. I feel like one day I feel like down or like not tired, but just like hazy. And then I'm fine usually the rest of the time. So
That sucks.
yeah, but it's okay.
We all have those lady days.
Yeah, everyone has those days.
Everybody does.
Yeah, well, except
Miley Cyrus said it first.
Except people who don't have uteruses, I guess. But
yeah,
well,
they pretend to have those days and mansplain.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're in the living room because Aaron's best friend Sam is here. The last time we did this was when Aaron was getting married.
It's true.
And Caro and I, one of our friends surprised Aaron with Sam on Friday. And it was so exciting.
Yeah, it was the best ever.
The best surprise ever. I was so anxious. It's hard for me to like surprise someone because in my head, I'm like, no way will this work. Like that's just how I think.
Yeah.
And like, obviously it worked.
It did.
But even when we would like go with David for surprises, I would be like, how would he ever pull this off? Even if it was like kind of simple. So I'm glad it worked. I vlogged like the process before, so you guys will see that.
Nice.
Yeah, it was very cute. And there was an emo night. Emo night was on Friday and it was like prom themed. So it was cute because Sam asked Erin to be like her prom date.
Yeah, which is hilarious because I was like poking fun at TJ for like a month being like, well, I still don't have a prom date. And then he surprised me with Sammy. And I was like, wow, I can't believe you went through all of this just so you didn't have to be my prom date.
That's how you take it.
Yeah.
Do you hate me?
You just really didn't want to be my prom date that bad.
Yeah, I feel like he said that you kept being like, you haven't asked me yet. And he respond and say something like, you'll have one soon or something.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if she'll like have an idea because he kept saying that.
Okay, well, because you guys were being so weird. Like, I definitely have like good intuition.
I know. That's why Sam and I were like, she might know somehow.
No, I didn't know Sammy, but I was like, he's definitely doing something.
Okay. Did you think he was going to propose?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the way that when he said that to me, he was like, oh, well, you'll see in the next few days. And I was like, okay. And then like Carly texted me asking me to come to her house to like what I assumed was opening like an Amazon package full of like prom stuff. Cause she was like, oh, I'm ordering us like some prom things. I was like, why can't she just give them to me when she comes over?
No, like,
cause I was
my
having
worst fear was coming true. Cause like, I have a really hard time if someone's like annoyed at, not that you're like annoyed at me, but like.
No, I was just like, this doesn't make sense.
I know.
Like, this is stupid.
It was like the same vibe as when you got the car. It was like, I had to like, I had to like stall time when like we had so much to do. And I was like, oh, she's probably so fucking annoyed right now, but like she'll see in 10 minutes.
It's because I'm very like time stuff is very important to me. So I'm like, why does it make sense for me to go to your house when you're already coming over in like a few hours and we can just do it then?
I know. And I like was very close to being like, I know it's weird, but like it's time sensitive. But then I was like, oh, that makes it even more weird. But I was like, I just want her to know that like there's a purpose. Like that I really wanted to get that across, but I was just like, whatever.
But truly, if TJ hadn't said anything, I would have never gone. Because when he came in and said something, I was like, okay, something's up. Yeah, otherwise I would have just been like, no, just do it later when you come over.
I know, and then I would have been like, this is my rock bottom. Like how, because I was like, worst comes to worst, we just show up at our house. But the thing is, Erin has Ring cameras like everywhere.
Yeah, but if I was in like the shower or something.
That's true. But you do always like look at it. Well, whenever I'm around you, you're like, who's at the door? And you'll always look. So I knew that could be risky.
Yeah.
Because we did think like maybe TJ would like take you to like get a coffee or something random and we could like come in here and then she would be in here. But I was like, she'll look if she's like, especially if she's in the passenger seat, like she'll be like, who's at the door?
Definitely would have looked.
I guess I could have texted TJ and be like, is there any way you can turn the ring off for like 20 minutes? Maybe he wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah, no, he
for future reference
could have done that.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, oh my God, our cameras aren't working.
Yeah, you'd be like, what's that? We got to go back now. And then it'll be ruined.
There's a murderer at the house.
So basically I got something you'll see in the vlog well, it's not like that important, but it was just like something cute for us for prom. And there was an extra one for, so there's basically when she looked at it, there were 3 of the items.
And I was like, what?
Yeah. And like the whole,
I literally was like, this is it.
I know that. I was like, she's going to be like, why did I come here for this? Yeah. But then as soon as they came out, because Kara walked out like right behind Sam, right? When she saw Sam, I was like, okay, it'll be fine. But yeah, it was a little anxiety inducing. So I was like, oh, this is so weird. Like I also never tell you to come over to like film anything. Cause I'm always like, I'd like rather just come here. I don't know. Yeah. And
it just, it truly like seemed so unnecessary.
I know.
Because I was like, you're literally coming to me in like 4 hours. Like we can just do it then. Because I was like, oh, it's going to be like a tiara or like a sash or something. Yeah. And I was like, I don't want to get off the couch.
I know.
Well, I didn't text her back at first because I was in the middle of watching a show and I was like, oh, I'll just text her when I'm done because it's obviously like not time sensitive.
Yeah, not at all.
But it also was weird because the way she texted me at like 12:30
and come by at like 2.
Can you come at 2? And I was like, why? That's weird, first of all. And then when I was like finishing the episode of the show, TJ came out and like sat on the couch and he was like, oh, like, what are your plans for the day? And I was like,
I think he did that because I told him you weren't texting me back.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, suspicious. And then I was like, I don't know. I literally said, I was like, Carly wants me to come over and do something, but like, I just don't get it. Like, why would she just not wait till she comes here? And then he goes, oh, I've always wanted to see her house. Like, I still haven't seen it. And then I was like, okay, something's up.
What if he just wanted to see my house? He hasn't seen my house. Well, he has now.
Yeah, but like he would have said that in any other. He would never say that. Like it was just a very like not realistic thing to be happening. And I was like, oh,
like something's happening.
Okay, yeah. And then I was like, oh, I guess I'll take one for the team.
I have to drive 2 minutes to my house.
Guess I'll stop watching my show.
What show were you watching?
What the heck is it called?
I would die if it was something really dumb.
I don't even remember what it was called.
Well, I'm glad it was so important. You just couldn't leave. You can't remember what it's called.
Yeah. Anatomy of a Scandal. I just watched too many things. That all gets spicy. Like blurred. It was really good.
Well, we'll get to our TV later, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad we pulled it off. It worked well. Like, I think we pulled it off well.
Yeah. But it was interesting because when we got to your house, I then was like, okay, we're here, TJ. Like, don't you want to see the house?
Oh my God. Wait.
Don't you want to go upstairs?
Let me set this up. So how my house is set up is the bottom floor is like all open. So there's like nowhere to hide, really.
Yeah.
And when you walk in, I'm just telling everyone to my house layout if you ever want to break in.
Yeah.
So basically when you walk in, there's a staircase like to the left, but it's hidden kind of from the main floor. So you have to like turn a corner and go up the stairs. So like, you guys go upstairs. I have bedrooms up there and everything. I was like, you guys hang out up here. And then as soon as you can hear her like opening the gift, start walking down. And then right before you guys were here, I was like, because it was a new development that TJ was coming and like to see the house or whatever.
But it was also interesting because I did not tell you he was coming. And then when I got there, you weren't like, oh, why are you here?
That's true. I did not think of that.
So then I was like,
I don't think I would have said that anyway, though. I think I'd just be like, oh, TJ. Like, I don't think I would have said that.
You had no reaction to him. So I was like, okay.
Because I knew and I wasn't thinking straight. Also, I was panicking.
Also, I was like, okay, I'm coming, sus queen.
Mm-hmm. And I go, oh no, she said sus. Like, she knows Sam's here. Like, I just thought you knew exactly what's going on. And I was like, what if it's like a sitcom and TJ... Well, I knew TJ wouldn't like try to go upstairs, obviously, because he knew. But I was like, what if Aaron's like, oh, let's go explore the upstairs?
Yeah. Don't
and
you want to see the house that you made me get off the couch for?
I was like, what if she knows and she's like, or TJ sabotages us? He's like, I should see upstairs first. I'm like, no, they're just hiding in trash cans.
Really just see how far you guys will go.
I'd be like, well, she's just up. Sam's upstairs.
He's like, oh, I always wanted to see underneath the sink in your bathroom.
And they're just hiding with balloons. like all pretzeled up. Yeah, so that was like kind of a funny little thought. I was like, what if they go upstairs? Like, what if he's randomly like, let me see upstairs, even though he knew what was going on?
Yeah. Didn't happen. By the time I was in there and he wasn't like looking around, I was like, okay, too many things aren't adding up. How's he going to ask me? How's he going to ask me to prom?
To propose again. So when you guys were like sitting on the couch before you were opening the gift, were you like, what's going on? Or were you just like, okay, maybe it is just her giving me something? Like, were you like, okay, maybe it is just her wanting to show me like something from Amazon?
No.
Oh no, you still were like, something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Because there was also like a little miscommunication between you and TJ. You're like, this is a gift from us. And then I was like, I turned to him too. And I was like, I knew something was going on. And then he was like, I don't know.
Oh, I feel like I meant to say like for us.
Yeah.
Like for me and you. Yeah. But maybe I just stumbled because I was so
and then TJ was like, I don't know. And I'm like, sure you don't.
And then I was like, no, he really doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, nope, not at all. And then, yeah, she was
But
like,
I mean, I obviously didn't know it was going to be her. That really shook me to my core.
Yeah.
It's really funny because during Stagecoach, when Caro and I were like joking about going and we had tickets, I had texted Sammy to be like, hey, do you want to come?
Oh. And what'd she say? No, I'm coming next week.
Yeah. Oops. She just like made some excuse like, oh no, I have something. But then she said she like thought about, she was like, oh, do I just go for like that long?
Oh, for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. She could have, I don't know. But
that would have been amazing.
It was very successful. And then, she's still here. Yeah. I'm happy because Erin always gets like teary eyed.
Oh, yeah, I cry over everything.
Thinking of Sam coming here ever.
Yeah.
Well, Caro said at Coachella, somebody was like, Erin, your bestie is here, but like was joking or something. And she said you got like teary eyed because you thought Sam was there.
I did. I did.
Like, just wait.
I think we were like in the house and I think someone said they just hired an intern whose name is Sammy.
Oh, that's right.
So they were like they were like, oh yeah, Sammy's coming. And I was like, what?
Oh, okay. Yep. I think who sent the photo? It must have been somebody, but it must have been like TJ or Caro, but like I don't know what it was now. I don't know, it doesn't matter. It was something with like Sammy was like a part of something and it was something on TJ's calendar.
Yeah.
It was like Sammy something.
Yeah.
And
like twice a week they have like Sammy Day on the calendar. And so the first time I saw it, I was like, what is that? But it's like clearly for his company and like literally every single week. Yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. And he was like, oh, that's our new intern.
You were like, hopefully he didn't actually put that on there on like Friday.
Yeah, no.
Sammy surprises Erin Day.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because you sent Sam the photo and you were like, I always think it's you or whatever. That's what it was. Yes. And Sam sent it to us and she was like, oh my God, this scared me because she was like, when I first saw the text, I thought Erin saw that like TJ put down my name to like be in LA.
God. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It's like
it's all coming
on
back.
Their calendar. So, and like TJ and I have a shared calendar for like work stuff. So we can like plan if we're like doing dinners without having to like communicate.
Yeah.
And so I see it literally every day. And then I'm like, oh, sad.
Yeah.
I wish it is Sammy Day.
I know. Well, now it's Sammy Week.
It is Sammy Day.
It's Sammy Week. But yeah, she got to go to her first emo night LA, which is fun.
Emo night ever.
Oh, I thought she said she's been to one.
No, she went to when they went on tour with 303.
Oh, okay.
So that's not like different. A real emo night.
Oh, she went to like the real deal this time then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun.
It was so fun. Got a little blacked, but
yeah, she's like, right after you left, I was blacked out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, crazy.
Yeah.
It
was so
like
fun.
I feel like no one like seemed that drunk. That's why I was like, oh, interesting. I didn't know.
Well, I feel like you left pretty early.
Yeah,
so
like, I don't think like 11:45.
Yeah, I don't think you saw the debauchery.
That's true. But she was like, right after you left, I blacked out. I was like, damn, it was like midnight. But yeah, maybe she's like, I mean, you could have been later. I don't know. I was feeling
I'm like, I don't think she knows.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think she knows.
It was probably like 2 hours later.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then what else? Did you do anything Saturday?
Yeah, we went to the Beverly Hilton Hotel and did like one of the day passes so we could just like lay by the pool.
Oh, nice.
And that was really nice, but it was like quite the process and very expensive. That's why we like didn't do it at first, but then nothing else was available and we just wanted to like be by a pool.
Yeah.
So then we just pulled the trigger and did that for like a few hours and it was nice and relaxing. And then Sammy and I just like watched movies on Saturday night and like chilled.
Yeah.
Very low key.
Yeah. I don't think I did anything Saturday either. It was like very just chill. I watched like TV all day. I watched Severance all day. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
We'll get there.
It's funny because I was trying to IMDb somebody and obviously the name of it's Severance, but I typed in Severed IMDb.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what are all these
just
movies?
Like horror.
No, literally. And there's like 2001. And I was like, what? And then it finally popped up and I was like, you know what's so weird about it is, I don't know if we should save it for when we talk about TV, but unless we're there, I guess.
Sure.
What?
But yeah, you can talk about it.
Okay. when you're watching the show, were you like, has Adam Scott had like surgery or something?
He just looks like old. I don't know if they made him look that way or what, but he looks different for sure.
Because like the first 2 episodes, I was like, I haven't really watched him since like Parks and Rec, really, which was like 10 years ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, like he kind of looks like he's gotten a facelift or like some sort of like surgery. And I ended up pulling up an interview he did on Jimmy Fallon like 6 months ago, and he doesn't look like that. He looks completely like himself. So it's totally the show.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
And he also usually has like a little beard and mustache like in real life that I'm used to seeing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he obviously doesn't have that in the show, and his hair is like,
remember.
Yeah, he's like an attractive.
He had a beard on Parks and Rec.
Not a beard, but like maybe not actually.
I feel like I only know him like babyface. Like I feel like in like Step Brothers he didn't have like that. But I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, when I saw him in Jimmy Fallon, I was like, oh, he looks 100% normal. Yeah. Like, it's definitely like the lighting and the makeup and stuff. Because there was like Reddit threads about it. Oh. So I looked it up and...
yeah, he looks way different.
Yeah, people are like, it's something like... Did he actually like age that much and this like long or is it the makeup? And it was definitely, yeah.
Yeah, when I turned it on, I was like, oh my God, he looks so old.
I know. I was like, holy shit. But it's pretty crazy that he can... I mean, it doesn't look like he has a ton of stuff like make like prosthetics or anything. So it's like pretty crazy they can make someone look like that. She's like, holy.
Here's to hoping. Yeah. We're not just dragging him.
No. I watched like 6 months ago, he was on Jimmy Fallon. He looks completely like himself.
Yeah, but like what if he got the surgery reverted?
I think he'd look worse then. Well, if so, he looks great now. Yeah. He just looks, obviously the show is like dark, so he's probably meant to look a little disheveled.
He's like a haggard man just going through it. Yeah. Did you finish it?
No, I think I'm on episode like 5 or 6.
Oh my God. How?
I watched 2 episodes like last week, and then I just, for some reason, didn't watch it until Saturday, and I got through like 3 or 4 episodes. They're like kind of long.
Oh my God.
Maybe like 45 minutes.
I feel like we just like, we're big bingers, and I'm very much like, okay, I have to know.
That's how I am now.
We're very committed, but also like I feel like you and Nolan have like different, because you watch it together, right?
Yeah. Well, I actually watched it without him. He was gone all Saturday, so I was like, sorry. Nice. But he's not like, he doesn't like to watch super dark shows. It makes him like depressed. It's like dimly lit and stuff, and I don't mind at all. So I was like, I'm just gonna watch it. Like if you want to catch up. But
oh my God, what else did you watch that you just didn't have time to finish it?
What else did I watch? I watched the Selling Sunset reunion, like some of it.
Oh yeah.
I turned it off.
I think we made it all the way through. I'm pretty sure we did.
You did, because after like the breakup talk with Chrishell and Jason, I was like, I literally don't care about anything else because Christine isn't here. So like, I was trying to watch more of it, and I was like, I just don't care.
Yeah, we had it on in like the background. But so you didn't get to the part where she like talked about her new girlfriend, or sorry, not girlfriend. Partner.
Yeah. No, but I saw clips.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just like,
it was so weird.
It is interesting. And what were you gonna say?
Cause it was just like funny because while she was talking about it, Maya was sitting on the couch like baffled and confused.
Oh, really?
Like her facial expressions could not be more memeable.
Just shocked.
Yeah. She was just like, and like even Tan France was like, Maya, like, you seem so confused. She's like, I'm just shocked. Like she just like didn't know. It's also probably like, okay, wait, so you broke up with this man because he can't have kids with you, but now you're dating
a person who you can't have kids together. I don't think.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, I feel like it's very confusing for like personal people in their life who are like, wait, this was like a major thing for you.
Yes.
Well, I do think that she did say that like G Flip, I believe is this person's name. They were like, they do want kids in the future. Okay. But like, I don't know if I foresee this as being like,
I know it's hard to say
a long-term thing. They're pretty young. Like, I think G Flip was like 20.
I was gonna say
or something.
They look very young. It's like early 20s, mid 20s, maybe.
G Flip. I don't know who this person is.
A DJ, I believe, but
G Flip 27.
Okay.
Ooh, they're Australian.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah, go for it, Chrishell. I don't know. I mean, I think if I was Jason, though, I'd be like,
I know I'd be.
But I guess it's different because you can date anybody, and as long as they want a kid. then I guess maybe that works
for you. She also was just like, I'll adopt. Like, it's not just like that for me. And I guess ultimately it's like, why would you be with someone when you know they're never going to want kids and then like put yourself through that?
Yeah, because even if like her and Jason adopted or something, he doesn't want to be a dad. So
yeah, exactly.
It was
Chriselle's 40.
Oh, okay,
just was wanting to see that like age difference.
Yeah,
not that it matters.
No.
But it was really sad. Like Jason, I felt so sad for him.
Me too. And I mean, it seemed very real. Like
100%.
He looked like he did not want to be there. He didn't want to go through this interview and like talk about it. And I mean, I was not expecting him to be like choked up or crying or anything.
Because they're so serious.
Yeah.
But then when Brett started crying, it was weird. In air quotes, I literally was like, okay.
I rewound because I thought I missed something. I was like, are they talking about Brett's ex now?
Yeah, no. It was that part was so bizarre.
It was weird, but it's also like kind of sweet at the same time.
But like he didn't cry. Like he was clearly acting. And I was like, this is like too fake for me. Like Jason's was, in my opinion, so genuine. You could tell he was like so upset. Like he could barely form a sentence at some point.
I know.
That I was like, this is like really fucking sad because he genuinely loves this person so much. But like, I get it. Like, not everyone wants to have children.
Yeah.
And that's you have to just
sad deal breaker sometimes.
Make sacrifices for those who you love so like they can be happy and like do that in their future. And like the fact that nothing bad happened between them except for that one thing that they didn't agree on, I like must be heartbreaking.
No, I think the worst breakups are ones that are like, nothing bad really happened. It's just.
Yeah. And he also said it was like 2 months ago or something.
Oh, it was.
I think that's what he had said.
It was 2 months. After the breakup, they filmed that?
I think that's what he said.
I don't know because I heard that they didn't film it until the season came out. And they broke up a long time ago.
That's true.
Yeah, they were like, we want to get feedback.
He said something about 2 months. And I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah. I do remember him saying that. I don't know what he was talking about, though, now.
Yeah, me neither.
I thought what Brett was saying was sweet, though, where he's like, when I saw Christelle. I keep wanting to say
Christelle.
I keep wanting to say Christelle. That was our old roommate. Why do I want to say Christelle? Like I haven't seen her in probably 4 years. What he was saying about her or like to her was really sweet. When he was like, when I saw her crying and like upset, that really, she's like a sister to me. And I was like, oh, that's really cute. Because I mean, they're all pretty close, but I don't know.
Like you don't have to fake cry. Like not everyone's a crier, Brett. It doesn't have to be you.
There's nothing worse than
I was like
crying.
embarrassed because I was like, this is not real.
I'd have to watch it again. I wasn't really paying attention to his like
it like looked like he seemed like he was just like trying to match Jason's like
emotions.
Upsetness, but it's like he's like the one who was actually very much affected by this. Like you can just like be supportive of both of them without like the fake crocodile tears.
I'll have to watch it again.
Yeah. Also, Chriselle's outfit was so funny.
It was weird.
Like what? I don't know what it was. All of them were just like dressed so bizarrely.
Yeah. Like her dress was nice except the thing in the back. I was like, if that wasn't there, like it would be iconic, but.
Yeah, like wear that to the mat.
Yeah.
Not the Selling Sunset reunion.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder if they're filming another season right now or like what's going on. Or I don't know. Did it say?
Oh, well, you didn't see the previews for Selling OC?
No, I probably should finish it now that we're talking about it. Because I also now am wondering, which I probably will know if I watch it, who's still on the show because they kind of left it.
Oh, I don't even remember.
Okay, because it seemed like at the end, Chriselle was like, I don't know if I can work there. Remember? Like, I don't know if I can still work there. So like, true. I don't know if she's still there. Maya moved, right?
Yeah, I think. I believe that during the end of the season, anyway,
she moved to Miami,
just
right?
Like, I'm done here.
And then Vanessa was like moving to the UK with her boyfriend or fiance. I don't know. That's like what it made it seem like.
She shouldn't have even been on the last season. Like it was just like the most bizarre thing. I'm like, I don't want to see the plot point of someone who has zero interaction with any of these women. Yeah. And like, it was just really weird. Yeah. But I do love her because she was like such a sweetie. And like, I think she brought some stuff to the show, but I don't think it was necessary that she was on. She could have been a friend of.
Yeah. She could have been like a guest appearance.
Yeah. Like, which she technically was, but I was like, okay, I don't care about her.
Yeah, it was like they were trying to make a storyline happen that just like wasn't happening. Like when her boyfriend came in to give her a promise ring, it was like clearly set up by producers.
Like, wait, where has she been the whole season? Like, I don't care.
I know. But wait, can we talk about that scene when her boyfriend comes in with the ring?
I think we did on last episode.
Did we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
we definitely spoke about this.
I think maybe, but I don't think we talked about like, did you think it was weird?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It was so weird.
Well, it was like just such a setup. So it's like, I don't know if you didn't see, he like came into their office it looked like he was going to propose and he gave her a promise ring, which like whatever. But like, why would you go to her work?
It's so weird.
And I thought he was about to leave. Like I thought he was heading to the airport, so he was stopping by, but I don't think that was the case.
It was truly a bizarre moment in television that like frankly no one asked for.
Nobody asked. I've already forgotten about it until this conversation. So I don't know.
Simply could not care less.
But they are getting married now, so that's cute.
Are they?
Yeah, I think on the reunion part I watched, she was like, our wedding's soon.
Yeah, so. We were like chatting and like, I think I just zoned in on the things that I cared about.
Yeah.
And that was not one of them.
Definitely not. And I'm just like,
I was like, oh, she's talking? No, thank you.
Also like, why couldn't Christine like zoom in or something?
I know. Like Amanda, wait, that part was so weird.
Okay.
Amanda, excuse me, are you dating Zac Efron? Oh, no, you're not. Okay, bye.
No, I know. And she was there for like 4 minutes and had full glam.
It was so weird.
Glam, which like I understand getting glam for it, but it's like, but if I spent hours and paid glam to be on a FaceTime for 4 minutes for a show, I'd be pissed.
But the thing is, they also could have filmed more with her. It just didn't air.
That's very true. But they kind of said that though, too.
If they did that, then why was that the only thing that was kept in?
Literally.
Like, one thing that had nothing to do with the show whatsoever. That was such a bizarre thing. Yeah. I'm like, cut that out. Like, no one needs to see that or care about it.
I think that is all that they filmed because they even hung up and Tan France was like, she got glam for that 2-minute conversation or whatever. Like he said it too. So, and I saw that when I was watching it, I was like, okay, she definitely got her hair done and like probably makeup. Yeah. Like, oh my God.
I feel like Christine didn't come because because she had COVID, I believe. She claims to have had COVID. But we know Christine is not one to
tell the truth.
Yeah.
COVID's like such an easy out for this stuff too.
Yeah. But I saw something today that said that because Jason or Brett or one of them was like, she's no longer welcome at the Oppenheim group. And then she was like, well, I already quit and started my own business, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Oh, all right. Well. Yeah.
So that's the latest on Christine Quinn.
All right. Jesus Christ. I wonder how that's going.
I know.
I'm like, does she even need to work necessarily? Because I feel like, I'm sure she wants to. But like,
because her husband?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, she's not making enough from the show. But now I know what you mean. Yeah.
Because I thought she didn't like actually have her license anymore. Oh. Maybe that was like a rumor. Because like, I'm sure they have people on the show that are just there for the show. Like Christine. There's no way why would they keep her on this long? You know? If she was just selling houses.
Without her, though, the show is nothing.
Yeah, agreed.
But I am excited. The Selling Orange County.
Does it look good? I'll have to watch a preview.
It looks really good.
Okay, cool.
I'm very excited.
Is it like some of the same people?
No same people at all, except for Brett and Jason, obviously. But I feel like they're probably not going to be like super involved. Uh-huh. But I'm excited. The cast looks like a bunch of crazies.
Oh, that's going to be so good. It's really smart that they're doing that. It's
also
Real Housewives
a mix of boys and girls,
Ooh.
which I feel like
they don't have any
makes it better.
Yeah,
because then it's not just like girls bullying each other. It's like
guys bullying each other.
Yeah,
guys bullying the girls
bullying each other.
Yeah,
and like fighting with one another, and then like the hookups and all of that.
Is it the trailer juicy?
Yeah, it looks insane.
Oh my God, does it say when it starts?
I think it was. No, it didn't.
I wonder if it's soon.
Like
it would be smart if they just
July or something
continuously put them out like Housewives or something, different branches.
I know. Well, I'm confused because Heather, I remember she had mentioned wanting because she lives in like Newport, which is Orange County.
Yeah.
So I was like, interesting that like she's not involved in the show. Yeah. But maybe she is. Maybe she'll make some cameos.
Yeah.
I just figured maybe she would be like the head of the office.
Yeah. Maybe she's like contracted for the LA one or something.
Yeah.
So you said she lives in Huntington?
Newport.
Uh-huh. Thanks, just a drive every time.
Yeah, but like
who knows what's real?
That's just for filming days. She probably also like has a place in LA that she just like crashes at
definitely
during like filming.
Yeah. Interesting. Well,
the tea. Heather Ray Young.
I'll be very excited to watch the OC one.
I know. I wonder when it comes out.
I know. Hopefully soon.
It's called like something else too, because like obviously Selling Sunset works, but it's like Selling in Orange County or something like that. Selling in the OC.
Selling in the OC.
Maybe it's Selling the OC. Oh yeah, Selling the OC.
That's a good name. Such a good show, the OC.
When does it air? First. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. It looks so good. You got to watch the trailer. I forgot about this. Like some girl just was like getting full on naked on the beach.
Oh.
And I was like, what?
Like someone who works there?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Nude beach
So in
vibes.
the OC premiere. Why doesn't it say when?
Maybe they don't have a date yet.
But it's like, then don't tell me.
I know.
It's like what fucking Olivia Wilde did with that movie. And she was like, in 2023 or whatever.
Okay, well, will I even be here?
I think it was, she said 2022.
1,000 years.
Yeah, she announced the movie last year and was like, coming September 2022. And I was like, don't care then.
No, literally. Like, don't remind me until August of 2022.
Like, don't care.
I literally, like, could not care less. It's in 100 years.
Well, thank you for nothing, Selling Sunset.
Yeah, giving us nothing except Christine, I guess.
Yeah.
But, like,
really wish
whatever.
Chriselle.
Well, and Chriselle. I mean, like, Christine was the whole show, is what I was saying by that.
Oh, yeah. What a time.
Yeah, so I guess it will be interesting if they do another season, because I'm like, what will the drama even be?
It will be really bad if Christine's not on it.
Well, they'll probably make Chelsea the villain.
I know, but even still, I feel like she's not like mean enough.
She's not, but you never know. They pay her enough. Maybe she will be mean.
That's true. Tis true. Maybe that's why they brought her on, because they were like, we need someone for next season because we know Christine is out.
I think that's what happened. They needed Christine to have an ally, and then like they needed someone to have conversations with on camera with, and then now it's like, okay, well now we have someone that the people kind of don't like, I guess.
Who? Paris's little tippy toes. Okay. Also, did you watch Kardashians?
Oh my God, yes, I did. What did you think of?
What a wild episode.
Yeah. Okay, so it's all coming back. The proposal happened. Mm-hmm. That's like all I remember.
So the proposal between Kourtney and Travis happened, but then there was drama because Kris decided that Kourtney's children would not be there. One, because like Penelope was, I guess, like feeling a little sick. So they were like, okay, like we'll just keep her at home. And they're young compared to Travis's kids, which I think, isn't Mason like 12?
I mean, I don't know, but he's definitely not too young.
And Alabama was like 15.
I mean, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, it's not that big of an age.
No, Mason's
gap.
like, I feel like it doesn't matter.
No.
Like however old you are. You
but like that was the excuse. She was like, they're so young, like they're not going to understand. But I think the main thing was because if they brought the kids there, then they'd have to tell Scott what was happening. While I do think that her kids probably should have been there, like I also see like the flip side of the coin, and I'm like, okay, well, it would have been like a lot of moving parts. And like Penelope probably wouldn't understand, and it's like probably jarring to be like, okay, well, what does that mean for like my mom and my dad? Yeah. And like all of that. So I wouldn't know. I'm not like a child of divorce, but I feel like I heard people talking about it or like saw people talking about it. Oh, literally them on the show. Because they were talking about how like when Kris married Bruce, and how like they had a dad, and Kourtney, who was the oldest, was like, it took me so long. Yeah. And she was like, until my dad, Robert Kardashian, accepted him, then that's when I was like, okay, this is fine. And it just makes me really sad because I feel like Scott's not going to be that guy.
I don't know. He was acting so different than I thought he would when Khloe went to visit him. But I don't know if he was like faking it or like
he
putting
absolutely
on.
was, because then he was such a fucking asshole and was like, well, good luck to him. Like she's a lot.
That was like,
and it's like, okay, you're clearly upset here.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't think you really feel that way about Kourtney. Like you would probably die to have her back.
100%. At least that's why he's saying it. Yeah. He's just like projecting.
He's acting like a kid where it's like, well, you have cooties. Yeah. That's literally what he was saying.
Yeah. Because he's like, I'm fine. I'm happy for them. Yeah. But good luck, Travis. Like she's a lot to handle. Yeah.
And it's like, she's probably like, I don't know them. Well, let's be real. We kind of know Kourtney. We met her once. But we don't know them. So it's like, but I would assume Kourtney's like the least, what's the word I'm looking for? The least maintenance, like the lowest maintenance of them all, maybe. And just like, she just seems like she just wants to live her life. I just want to live life.
I just feel like he only said that. I don't think he's saying it in reference to her maintenance. I think he's saying it in reference to like what she wanted from him, for him to be like a marriage material, and he just couldn't do it. So he then projects it and to be like, well, she's a lot. But it's really like, no, she just wanted you to like basically not drink and be a crazy asshole. Yeah. And like just be like a normal person. And like you couldn't do like the most basic fundamental tasks. And like that was your fault.
And he had so much time.
Yeah.
Like she gave him so much time.
Decades.
Literal decades. Like a decade.
Like, sorry, bestie, but like, don't blame that on her.
I
like,
know.
that's on you.
Scott, I'm just always just like, it's like a soft spot. It's someone you're like, come on, but I love you.
I know. Also, like the stuff with Chloe's like going too far. I'm like, okay, enough of that.
The stuff with Chloe.
Yeah, who he like hits on her.
Oh yeah,
he's like time for us to have sex. And I'm like, okay.
She's like, you're still my brother.
It used to be funny, but like now I'm like really uncomfortable.
No, he's really acting out.
Yeah,
he's
like I feel like he's being a little serious now.
Okay, but what I was gonna say about the kids thing is like, I just feel like it wouldn't have been that hard for Chris to like tell Scott it was happening, be like, hey, this is happening, and like I will take the kids.
But the thing is, I don't think it's Chris's place to do that. I think that it would need to come from Courtney. Like I just feel like that's what needed to happen, or even Travis. Like Travis being like,
yeah,
hey,
that's
like
true.
I'm doing this.
I saw a lot of threads on Reddit about it, and a lot of people were like, this is Travis's fault. Like if he got his kids there, he could have got Courtney's kids there. And they were like calling him selfish because they were like, when they were at the dinner table after, he was just looking at his phone the whole time and didn't even like respond to anything anyone was saying. And I'm like, okay, but like we're also seeing a 30-second
he also
clip.
was probably like talking to people who were like congratulating him.
Yes,
and he was
100%.
probably telling people that they had gotten engaged. The thing is, I think that it's because he got guidance from Chris not to do that.
Do what?
Get the kids involved.
So
he was like, okay, well, obviously listen to like her mom.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I think it's when it comes down to it, like Chris's fault for just kind of being like, it's okay, they're young, they don't understand. When like in reality, they do understand.
They do understand, and some of them are old enough.
Yeah.
I feel like if one of the kids are there, the other kids should be there. I think it should be like either they're all there or not. I don't think it's very fair.
Yeah. I mean, I do understand, like, of course, Travis's kids are 15, like 18 and like older. 22. So it's much different than like a 5-year-old being there and like not knowing what's going on. Like even when she called Rain, he was like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Like of course he didn't know. Yeah. I think Penelope's what, like 7?
I don't know.
Jojo.
We've got an extra dog here today.
Oh my God. I'm gonna...
What's he barking at? Do we know?
He just does
something
that.
outside. Fair enough. Jojo,
enough, please. Can you quiet on the set? Thank you. Joe literally said to me, he's never barked.
And guess what? He's barking.
He's barking the whole time.
He's barking. Well, we made it 43 minutes without barking, so that's pretty good.
Really good job. Go back to sleep. I have to literally...
I'll give you your medicine.
I have to put him in his crate too for this. Otherwise, he would just be like literally bopping around the whole time. Yeah. He's like crazy. He just like is off the wall. Please be quiet.
Please, we're begging you, please.
I think he's barking because he hears TJ's voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't have headphones. I was like, how do you hear TJ's voice?
Yeah, like if anyone like walks out of a room, he'll like bark at them.
Oh, okay. So like, he definitely barks.
It's pretty intense, actually. He constantly is barking at Whitey, which is honestly like a little funny because I just don't think he understands, but it's also extremely annoying because I'm like, you've been around her now for like 4 days. Like,
and Whitey's like, doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, she's like sleeping.
Yeah.
And he's like barking so much at her. And I'm like, she doesn't care about you.
Oh, Whitey's so funny. Your cat is the only cat I've ever seen that like tolerates animals like right away. Like usually you have to separate them for a long time and like integrate them, and she's just like, whatever.
It's because she's like so like my God.
Set the cage outside. All right. So Jojo's back. He's not sitting outside. So if you see him jumping around.
Yeah. He's going to be right. Oh my God. He's never barked.
How does Joe do his podcast? Does he cuddle with you at all?
No, because he never stops moving.
Jojo.
He'll run around for like 5 hours nonstop. I even texted Joe and Caitlin because they like checked in. They would like ask, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe like how active he is. Like Paris is probably double his size.
Yeah.
And we played for like an hour, and then she immediately passed out, and he kept like antagonizing her, like trying to keep playing. And I'm like, she's sleeping. Like, why don't you just relax?
Still a puppy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy. But usually puppies like sleep a lot.
He's like 1.
His little mouth.
Yeah.
You just set the cage by the hammock outside.
Put it outside.
Yeah. Someone steals
Jojo,
it.
come here.
On that note,
I don't remember what we were talking about.
Talking about something about the kids with the proposal, but
oh yeah, you were talking about how you saw something on Reddit.
I
they
feel
were
like
just
we
saying
talked
it's
about
Travis's fault. I mean, Travis's fault.
Yeah, I don't know if I finished that thought, but I kept. Yeah, they were just like, it's definitely his fault. Oh, talking about him being self. Yeah, we kind of talked about it already.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that was it.
And that was it. And then the most jarring part of the episode was when they went to the fertility doctor and they were talking about basically like having sex or having oral sex to get his sperm. And that was horrific. And I just didn't need to hear it.
I'm just like, I say this every time. And I was like, I'm really hoping the show makes me like them. Yeah. And it's just making me not like them even more.
Yeah. It's like, can we go like not to like shame them. Like I love that they have like a healthy sex life.
Yes.
But it's like not everyone needs to know about it.
It just feels like very high school to me. Yeah. Which is like cute in a way because, you know, I feel like they're finally like happy or whatever. And like good for them. But it's just like, oh my God, it's every fucking scene.
That's a lot.
She's like, can there be spit in it? I'm like,
no.
Because don't normally during those, when like men go to those clinics and they have to get sperm, don't they just like go masturbate usually? It's not like what you're kind of supposed to do, because I feel like you're not supposed to have like other juices going on in there.
Well, yeah, that's what she said. She was like, no other bodily fluids.
She's like, I'll jack you off.
Yeah. Like, and then they're like, here's lube. And I'm like, okay.
Oh my God. Like could have gone without that scene.
Don't want to know.
But I'm interested to see if she eventually gets pregnant, because I think that's
totally
pretty cool.
And then another interesting thing from the episode was when Kim and Chloe were on a hike and she was talking about how Kanye got mad at her and stormed off the set of SNL, just like the best husband that he is, for the most insane reason, because she called him a rapper. And he's like, I'm more than a rapper. And because of the way that she worded them getting divorced, she said, I'm divorcing Kanye instead of I filed for divorce. So he left during her monologue. Which I just think it's like,
it's a lot to unpack.
It's just like,
it's not surprising. Did he want her to say, I remember the scene, but did he want her to say like also fashion designer and stuff, or like
he probably had like a list of things that he wanted
I see
her to say, but it's also like not that deep.
No, it's like everyone knows who you are, Kanye. Yes, like everyone knows what you do.
And you're a literal rapper. Like you made your way to become a billionaire by being a rapper and a musical artist.
And she also was like the best rapper in
like
the world or whatever.
And she said like a bunch of other things, like a loving husband, like a genius, whatever. So I'm like, what did you want her to say?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he's obviously one of those people. It's like nothing's good enough.
Yeah. But like that's so fucked up, because you probably saw him like leave and then you're like, oh fuck.
I know.
Ugh. But I mean, that's just like classic.
Yeah.
Sad for her, but I love that she's like being open about it and kind of like standing her ground.
I know. It's really cool to see her talking about it. And it's like not in real time, but it's like recent enough where it's still like interesting.
Yeah.
It's like even with Selling Sunset, I don't know if I said this last time, probably, but it's like, we already know that they break up. Like, I already know this relationship's gonna end. Like, I'm not that into it because of that. And I feel like that's the beauty of filming. So I guess it's not that recent. When did you do SNL? Like October? Was it before your wedding?
No
I feel like it was maybe October, but I guess it just all feels recent because it's still, that drama is like still happening. Yeah. God. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, I don't know. It must have been, because she said that they saw them right before the Met, which was in September.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
God.
Yeah, at the Met, she was like, I'm going to host SNL. It's not announced yet. So
what a time.
Probably October or November.
Well, I watched other shows, but none that you've seen, and I feel like these are the big ones.
Yeah. Okay. Any good ones?
Yeah, but I watched like a movie that you probably wouldn't like, because it's like one of those cheesy ones.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know what it was called. It's like a new Netflix one.
Oh, the one you and Sam watched.
Yeah. And then I watched the...
Just staring at him. God, Jojo's choking. No, he's fine.
No, he just does. I think it's because I have this smushed face. It's like when pugs are just like constantly making those noises.
Sounds like a hairball.
He does that all the time.
Oh, I watched the first episode of, I forgot what it's called, Under the Banner of Heaven.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Stop.
I'm very interested to see what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, it's really good. That's one that I'm like, just release the whole thing.
I know.
it just gets real creepy.
Good.
Really,
we love a creepy moment.
There's only 3 episodes, I think.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, so I'm kind of like going slow so I can like watch more. I think I'd rather watch Severance too. Yeah. I almost said Severed again. Severed head. Well, that's what happens in Under the Banner of Heaven. So okay, well.
Okay, and then there's only one more thing that I wanted to talk about in terms of like TV celeb news, and that is Dumois. Last week, I sent it to Carly. Somebody sent in a anon saying, this is very much in the works, but I know for a fact that Jenna Marbles is in talks to take over James Corden on the Late Late Show. There are numerous names being thrown around, but she's one of the most popular, and because of how much the public love her and how much traction a comeback would get, because she's already so well known on YouTube, the idea is that she would really bring in views and popularity that the show has lost since Drew's show became so standout. We'll see what happens, but personally, I'm a fan.
That's wild if that's true.
That would be so sick. And also like...
What a comeback. Like you leave the internet for how many years and you can just host a late night show? Like no one else could ever do that.
I know. And it would do so well. The only thing is like that doesn't make sense to me is that like she left the internet because it was so toxic.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Okay, then like how would you be able to handle a national like television show where you're going to get more people being like, who the fuck is this person?
Yeah.
Who like don't know her. I do feel like most of the audience would be fans of her, which would just be great. But at the same time, like I just feel like it would be equally as detrimental to her mental health.
Yeah, it just seems very drastic and dramatic. Like she leaves forever and then comes back and it's late night. I don't know. I feel like I need a little bit more proof.
I'm hopeful because that would just be everything. And
there's really no woman late night host.
Late night? No.
There was that brief like Lily Singh, but it was like middle of the night.
Tragic.
Yeah, it was not good.
That was very tragic.
I feel like I think she said something about it and she was like, that was the worst like months of my life because they had to film like so many episodes in such little time or something, and it aired at like 4 a.m.
A ton of hate.
Yes. I will be on, like I watched a couple episodes when it first came out, so I was like, what will this be like? And it was just, I understand the angle she was taking, and it's really cool that a woman of color
100%.
was hosting a late night, but it very much felt like boomers wrote all of the jokes, and it's like, the TV is just very chuggy.
Yeah, like
very basic.
TV like that's on like main cable stations that they have to be like very like
PG
or
PG. What's PC?
That is like
politically correct.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe more PG.
Yeah. And of course, politically correct, but I feel like they keep things like very politically correct.
Yes.
Where it's like boring.
Yeah.
And just like dumb.
Yeah. I just wasn't a fan. I just thought it was like cheesy. Which most of them cheesy. Are. I mean, most shows.
It was so bad.
Yeah. We'll see. Well, hopefully if Jenna Marbles, if something happens, I mean, I could see it for sure. I feel like she'd do an amazing job, but
totally.
I just don't know if I believe it yet.
I believe that this would happen like 10%.
Yeah, fair.
Because I just like can't imagine someone like being so stern about wanting to like maintain like a good mental health and like having to step away from something that is so bad for it and then like put yourself in a maybe potentially worse situation. But also I'm here for it. I would love to see it.
Is there any truth to when they post? Like, do they have to have like a little proof to post?
No, no. Like,
okay, so it could be anyone just saying that.
Yeah,
it's just like
no, totally.
I didn't know if they like had a couple different sources.
There's a vet process on Dumois.
It almost feels like it because a lot of their stuff is true.
Yeah, but so much of it is like just absolute trash bullshit. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what like the fun of it is.
Yeah. Is it or is it not?
She started a like a second account where people can then like talk about it.
Oh. So
I wonder if she posted that and anyone said anything.
They also have a podcast, but I've never listened to it. Have you?
Uh-huh. I listened to it one time because she had, I forget who she had on, but I listened to it. Because she started doing this thing where it's like they post the anonymous thing and they're like, oh, if you want to hear us talk more about this. And I'm like, God fucking damn it. Because people will be like, wait, whatever happened to this? She's like, listen to our podcast. Yeah. I'm like, I don't have the time.
Yeah. Smart though.
I'm trying to, no, yeah, absolutely. I think she uses like a voice changer too. Because like She's fully anonymous.
God, yeah.
But not like, it's not.
Like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, like you wouldn't know.
Batman.
If I didn't tell you, like, I don't think that you would know.
Oh,
like,
okay.
it's very subtle.
It's just the Siri voice.
Yeah,
like, I cannot listen.
Bane.
Darth Vader.
I'm trying to find the second account. But I don't remember. Reveal moi.
Reveal moi.
I wonder if they posted that.
Jojo, I'm just holding this
I
phone.
know. I'll look into it and see, but I would love that.
Yeah, I mean, if any, also, I wanted to bring this up a couple weeks ago and I just forgot, but it's still relevant. They posted something about, it was like, actually, I don't want to get my phone because I don't want to stop holding this. I feel like he's fine. Let's see if I have it saved because I thought this was really interesting. Uh-oh.
Here. Put it here.
The response was interesting and I wanted to get your take.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think I have it saved. It was basically, they posted something about the Kardashians. It was like, the Kardashians are about to announce something in a couple months that's going to shock everybody, like blah, blah, blah.
Shock the world.
And it's something they've never done before. And I saw theories that they're going to go to space because they have been meeting with Jeff Bezos. Like people have seen photos of them meeting Jeff Bezos and stuff. I just think that would be like absolutely ridiculous. And that's why Pete backed out because he's like, oh, I'll just go with them. I don't know if that's true.
Interesting.
But yeah.
I mean,
very curious to see.
Yeah. To me, I'm like, oh yeah, they're probably going.
But I think it would be fun to watch. Like, oh, there they go. Like, hope it's okay, you know? Because nobody
if I were them, I would literally never. I'd be like, someone like is like pulling the wire. They know where I'm going, and this rocket is gonna explode.
Yeah, no, I could never do that. Especially being that high profile. I'd be like, no. Yeah. Too many people are hoping for my demise.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's why I was like, Pete, don't go when you're feuding with Kanye.
Yeah, literally.
Because
especially Kanye.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Jojo's just eating his little bone next to us.
He's so holding sorry it really funny. Hear this in the microphone.
I can't hear it in the headphones.
Okay.
He's holding it so cute.
His little claws. Good boy.
For now.
It's like so close to the mic. I'm really sorry. Okay, well, we did all of the celeb news before this day in history, so let's just get through that really quick so we can do Am I the Ass?
Reverse.
Okay. This day in history, The Kissing Booth came out.
Oh my gosh.
In 2018. Have you ever seen that movie?
I think I like had it on the background once and I was like cleaning, but like
I think there's like 3 of them now. Love.
Why did I think it came out during the pandemic? Definitely didn't.
No, I think maybe the second one.
Oh yeah, that must be it. I think maybe that's the one I had on the background during COVID times. Still COVID times, but you know.
Oh my God. Jojo.
At least he's occupied.
He also loves to like dig. Like he'll randomly just like dig.
Like in your couch?
Yeah, like on the couch, on the blankets. Good boy. Okay, and then another one I needed to know if you've seen or not, A Knight's Tale.
So the one with Heath Ledger? Mm-hmm. I feel like I saw it. It's old, right? Like 2000s?
Yeah, 2001.
Oh, I don't. I feel like I've seen it, but I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell.
Such a good movie.
But I do love Heath Ledger.
Yeah, it's a great film. And then the song Malibu by Miley Cyrus came out 2017, which is a bop. If I do say so myself, I love that song.
Yeah. It's like trending on TikTok right now.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. The part's like, I never thought I'd be here 3 years ago.
Oh my God. We're on different sides.
Yeah.
I don't know about what Carly talks about until like a month later. And then I'm like, oh, did you see this?
TJ does though. It's funny. I feel like we have the same like For You pages.
Yeah. I think he's just like on it more.
Yeah.
And he has like a few accounts. Mm-hmm. One that's like very curated. Like so I feel like he's like getting like trending stuff.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
I am not. Okay. And then for birthdays today, we have Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh.
How old do you think she is?
25.
She's only 23 years old.
Wow.
I didn't know
it makes sense
like
because Josh is young and apparently they dated. So I thought she was like.
Well, he's like, I think he's 20. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I always just assumed she was older. She like seems older.
How old's Joshua? Not that you have to look it up,
I think
but I'm
like 2020, maybe
so like,
turning
was
21.
Were people up in arms about him dating Olivia? If she's
yes.
Like, oh, they were.
Yeah. That was the whole thing. That they couldn't like be together because she was underage. So she was like, wait for me.
Oh, I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
I thought it was
she was only like 17. The thing is I think like he was underage at one point too.
Okay. So in my head, obviously, okay, this makes sense. In my head, she was 15 and she finally turned 16 to get her driver's license. But she probably waited till she was 17. But I guess I don't know.
Yeah. He's 21 years old. His birthday's in December.
Okay. But this was also like 2 years ago at this point, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So 19. Okay.
She's 19 right now.
Okay.
Like they are not, it's not like they have like a crazy age gap. It just, there was like
it was like Lil Huddy and Charlie. Yeah. It was like a little bit of an age difference.
Just like, oh, well, now you're of age, so
yeah,
we can't be together. Jojo.
He's digging. I think his bone fell. Where's Paris in all this? Where is she?
Just being a good girl.
Like on your bed?
Yeah. Just being a good girl.
Just being perfect.
Minding her business. I think that's why I'm like, I'm just so used to like my own dog.
Yeah.
That like when any other dog is like not like my dog, I'm like, no, not interested.
And you're also not like bonded, so it's different.
Yeah. Like if Paris pees on my rug, I'm annoyed.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, well, you have an accident. But when he like poops on my couch,
like, I hate you.
Poops on my bed, pees on my white rug, pees in the kitchen. I'm like, okay, demon.
Joe, come home early. I'm sending your dog away.
Yeah. It's like such a different thing.
Yeah.
And I think after this, I'm like, okay, I'm not cut out to be like watching other people's dogs.
Because even like Aaron watched a different dog a while ago and it was like not a good time either.
No.
It's a lot of responsibility. Like a dog is a lot and one that's not yours to watch. Yeah. That's a lot.
I mean, Timmy's like so good. He barks nonstop and like that can drive you crazy.
Yeah, especially because you guys have like deliveries all day.
Yeah,
like there's always somebody every hour. It feels like dropping something off, and people walk by. It's like a cute neighborhood. So
and by no means am I saying I have a perfect dog. I don't. Like she barks at the mailman too, but like Timmy or like this dog, Jojo will like bark at something and she just sits there and is like, what's going on? So it's very different. Like, I also know how to like control her.
You can like tell by looking at her what she's gonna do.
Yeah. And like with other people's dogs, I'm just like, okay, all I can do is be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because like you don't know this dog.
Yeah, I'm like, shut up.
You know what's crazy? I was listening to Whitney Cummings' podcast. She had on one of like her favorite vets on.
Ooh.
And she's like an animal lover, but it was really funny her talking about cats because she's like, I love animals. She's like, I don't understand how to have a cat. She's like, when I go to my friend's house, they're on shelves and they have towers for their cats. But the vet said, and I'm pretty sure this is illegal. He was like, one of my coworkers who is also a vet has 12 cats.
That's disgusting.
But they have their own like apartment. So he was like, it's very clean, and she goes there like a couple times a day
to clean it all the time.
No, I know. I'm like, what? Like your cats have their own address?
Oh,
it's crazy.
I can't.
I love cats, but that would also be my nightmare.
You have to clean that.
I mean, even if you had 12 dogs, 12 cats, 12 hamsters, like anything, no. It's a whole mess.
Yeah.
12 of anything, unless they're like insects. I don't know.
Yeah. Things that like create
flies.
Zero mess. Yeah. Like you don't have to care for and they don't smell.
Yeah. Pretty wild. Pretty sure it's illegal, which is weird for a vet, but I think they're like rescued. So maybe that's why she's doing it.
Maybe they technically have like a foundation or something.
Maybe.
I'm sure there's a loophole in there somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know. But if you ever need me to go over and feed them or play with them, let me know. From a distance. Yeah.
Cats are so weird.
They're such weird creatures.
Yeah.
They're funny.
Also different too.
Yeah. That's why I like them. They're just like, you never know what mood they're going to be in.
That's why I don't like them.
Yeah.
I'm, for everyone listening, not a cat person whatsoever. I do have a cat, but she is like
not a normal cat. Like
she's just like a chill cat.
Yeah. It's funny that she would be at my apartment for like weeks and it would just be like normal.
Yeah.
Like she caused no ruckus.
Yeah. And like Carly comes over, she's like, look at all my new scratches. Hee hee. And I'm like, what?
Hello, my face got torn off by my kitty.
I'm like, oh my God. I was like horrified to meet her cats.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm good on the cat situation.
To be fair, they're not like Actually, well, it's because I like to instigate, and I think
she
it's
would do
funny.
that with Whitey too, and I'm like, stop doing that. You're gonna get hurt. And then of course Whitey would like claw you, and you're like, ha, 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 ha. I'm like, you're okay, psycho.
I love them. I like when they hiss. It's just funny. I'm like, what are you mad about?
Ugh, they scare me. They have like
fair. Caitlin's like that too.
In their eyes.
Yeah,
so you never know their next move.
Yeah,
with a dog, dogs are like dumber, so they're just like.
They just like love you no matter what. Pretty much.
Yeah, for the most part.
Well, you know, it's like you get home and they're like excited. A cat could just like sit there and stare at you. And that's why I like that.
You're like, you're going to eat me in my sleep. Okay. And then other birthdays we have, it's Black Chyna's birthday. I just thought that was relevant because the Kardashian case got like cleared.
And she lost.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
How embarrassing. Happy 34th birthday. That sucks.
So do we know what happened? Like, does she owe a ton of money? Or?
I don't know. I didn't look into it, but honestly, just because I don't care. Like, I think it's so ridiculous, the whole thing.
It is. She was suing them.
Yes.
So she probably only is paying like legal fees and.
Yeah, which sucks.
Is a lot.
Yeah.
And she has to pay their legal fees.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Countersued. I wonder if it was just like thrown out.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know anything about law. But I'm under the impression that if you sue someone and you lose, you have to pay for their...
That's correct.
So that's...
And now she's under criminal investigation for battery. I also saw that today too. She loses defamation lawsuit against the Kardashians. So it doesn't seem like it was thrown out. It seems like she lost it.
All right. What?
Oh, wait.
JoJo.
I don't know. I don't know what the tea is, but she did like some fucked up stuff, like putting a gun to his head and like all of that stuff. And it's like, if you knew that you did that, why would you file a lawsuit?
Yeah.
That'll never look okay. Like, even if you're like, haha, I was just kidding. It's like, okay, well, you put a gun to someone's head.
Jesus, I did not hear that.
Yeah. And like, when Kylie Jenner was testifying, she testified that like she said Black Chyna was like, I'm going to kill her.
I heard that
like,
one.
You can't like say these things and like expect to have like any
sympathy.
Yeah. Or like no one's going to side with you.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't know.
God.
That's a whole weird situation. And she lost. So I wonder how much she's going to have to pay, but I can't imagine it's cheap with the Kardashians.
I was going to say
lawyers.
Good God.
Oh, it says her attorney plans to appeal.
God.
It says cleared the Kardashians of allegations of defamation and contract interference. Chyna was awarded no damages and left the Los Angeles courthouse without giving a statement to the press. Doesn't say like any money situation, but assuming she just has to pay for the lawyer fees for both herself and every single Kardashian that was there.
Fuck. That's worse than going to jail.
Yeah, and it's like I think she was suing them for like $100 million or something crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah,
so
I remember that headline.
How are you doing, girly?
I don't know. That's fucked.
I know.
Good luck.
Also, so sad. Today would be Corey Monteith's 40th birthday.
Oh my God.
Which is really wild. I didn't realize how old he was when he was in Glee.
How long ago was this? Like
His death?
I want to say like 2013 or 14 or something. It was definitely before we
I think it was 2013.
Okay. I don't know why.
I think I remember on Famous Birthdays it said till 2013.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, 2013, July 13th.
Damn. Well,
so sad.
Happy birthday. Rest in peace.
I read on Famous Birthdays like one of his his fun facts, which is like so fucked up, was that he like struggled with drug abuse for such a long time, and he went to like 12 different schools to try to like schools that were like kind of correctionally
like high school
to try to like help him. Yeah.
Oh wow. Sad.
I know. It's really devastating.
It doesn't feel like it was that long ago that happened, but time is weird.
Scary because like so many of them have like passed on since, like
From
Naya.
Glee. Oh
and, well, I forget that other guy's name. It's like a creepy thing.
Yeah.
Sad. But now we can get into Am I the Asshole?
Okay. I have kind of a long one.
Perf.
Should I read it?
No.
I don't know if you wanted to go first.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, okay. Okay. See you guys. Okay. Am I the asshole for not wanting to pay an equal share for an Airbnb? My wonderful wife, okay, he's 32 and she's 27. My wonderful wife attended a bachelorette party recently where the group was supposed to stay together at an Airbnb for a 3-day weekend. Sorry, JoJo's like touching my shoulder. Everything was planned in advance by the bride's maid of honor / friend. We'll call her Chelsea. When it came time to check into the house, they quickly realized.
Oh my God.
What is he doing? Hello? Sorry, JoJo was like all over my shoulders. Okay. When it came to check into the house, they quickly realized that Chelsea had miscounted the amount of people that were there versus how many beds were available. As such, my wife was informed that she would have to share a twin-sized bed with another girl who she didn't know. She immediately called me, and I agreed that there was no way in hell that this was happening. Luckily, this party was happening very close to my wife's parents' house, so she politely just said that she would go spend the night at their house instead. She returned to the rental house the next morning, participated in all the things, and then helped clean the house when it came time to leave. Fast forward to now, Chelsea is asking for everyone to pay their share of the Airbnb, but wants my wife to pay an equal share to the rest of the girls who slept at the house. I personally thought we should offer to pay half instead, since my wife had to drive back and forth between the rental and her parents' house just to have a bed to herself over the weekend. What?
This guy's just like annoying me. Like, this isn't your problem.
Well, it's like their money.
Yeah, but like...
Yeah. Okay, well yeah. Being that she still participated in all the games and events, I think that half is very fair considering that she was not aware going in that she would be required to share a bed with a stranger. My wife had the conversation with Chelsea to ask if this was acceptable, to which Chelsea replied with a firm no, and said that everyone was paying their portion of the bride's stay as well. My wife just wants to pay it and be done with it, which I understand. She doesn't want to cause unnecessary friction in our relationship with the bride and her friends. Personally, I don't think it's very fair to have to pay for the whole stay that my wife didn't get to benefit wholly from. We've also had disagreements in the past with Chelsea that have caused problems in that particular group, and my wife wants to avoid that happening again. In the end, it's not that much money, and we will just pay the full to help preserve the relationship. But am I the asshole for thinking that my wife is getting cheated a little by Chelsea? Edit. Thanks for the replies. Okay, maybe I'll read that after if we talk about it first.
Did he say that she didn't know anyone there?
He didn't say that, but she would have had to sleep in a twin-size bed with someone she didn't know. So there's at least somebody she doesn't know.
Okay. This is all very weird to me. Here's the thing. I see both sides of this. I would not want to share a twin bed with someone I don't know, but I also would probably just suck it up for my friend whose bachelorette party it was and like not care, because like at the end of the day, like it's not about me. You wanted to go on this trip to celebrate your friend, and I don't know. I just personally wouldn't make it a whole thing. Mm-hmm. I do get her, like if it was her decision to go and stay at her parents' house and like still be able to do everything, I'd be like, okay, fine, and then like eat the money.
That's exactly how I feel. And like I would still be like, well, I benefited from like being here, and like we were at the house. Sorry guys, someone just dropped off food. That's why he's going crazy. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's like if I was Chelsea, I'd be like, just pay half. Like, sorry, I miscounted, because it's also like
we're saying.
Okay, we had to pause for a second because the dog's barking, and I don't really remember what I was saying, but I think I said
you were saying that if you were Chelsea, is that the bride's name?
That's the like, just maid of honor, I think, that planned it. Okay. Oh yes, if I was a maid of honor and this happened under my watch, I think I would be like, I'm sorry, I miscounted. Of course, pay half. Like it's my bad. Like I'll pay your half or something. Mm-hmm. I don't know, because like it's kind of her fault too that she miscounted, and the girl in this story isn't getting what she thought she was gonna get.
Yeah, but it's also that's at the same thing. It's like it's not about you. Like if you're going on a bachelorette party, I feel like you just have to assume that it's gonna be like a nightmare situation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like you're not gonna have like your own room with like marble stained floors unless you're bathroom. Like really fucking rich, like Kylie Jenner doing her bachelorette type of situation. But like I feel for the most part it's kind of like hectic. You all just cram into a house and like
you figure it out,
sleep when you can, and then go out and do stuff. Also, like it doesn't say how old they are or anything, right?
The girl who went is 27.
Okay, come on.
So they're like in their 20s. I think like again, if I was the girl in this story, I would just like pay it and be like whatever, like I went. I don't think And it is weird that the husband is...
Yeah, like it's not yours. Like that's JoJo.
He's now unraveling paper towels.
The paper towels that I put out to clean up the pee on the rug. Gonna lose it. Yeah, no, like if TJ like ever inserted himself into that or like posted on a Reddit thread, I'd literally be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like it's giving like Joe Gorga Real Housewives, who I stan, but it's like, don't insert yourself into like friendship things that do not involve you whatsoever.
It'll just cause more drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Should I read the edits just to see?
Oh yeah, let's see what he said.
Okay. Edit. Thanks for all the replies. I'm trying to keep up as best I can. A couple responses have me thinking I need to clarify a bit. 1, I'm not pressuring my wife at all in this. It's 100% her decision in the end. She was kind enough to consider my thoughts and opinions on this awkward and unfortunate situation. This is so dramatic.
Yeah.
After evaluating how I feel about it, she decided that the amount of money being requested isn't worth the drama that could be caused by doubling down. I agree with her and support that
I wish I knew
conclusion.
how much it was.
Me too.
It's like $200.
Yeah, it's like,
which like of course is a lot of money, but it's like if you paid to stay at a hotel,
$200 is not enough though to be like,
yeah,
I'm only going to pay half because yeah. Number 2, my disagreement is not with my wife. She has considered my thoughts, and since we both co-manage our finances, she felt that I should be consulted in the situation. Since I am not the one directly involved with Chelsea or the bride, her final conclusion has received my full support. I simply think Chelsea is either dishonest or really poor at counting beds and people. Either way, Chelsea is getting paid the full requested amount.
Okay, buddy, dig yourself a deeper hole. Like you're then going to insult someone who planned a whole trip. Like I'm sure it was an honest mistake.
Mistakes happen, especially in the situation where it's
so stressful.
A whole party.
Like planning a whole event full of all of these girls, like that is a lot. That's so rude that he then said that. What a jerk.
Like he's kind of the asshole for that. Not even the story, like for saying
like
that.
digging a deeper hole.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
He's the asshole.
Truly. What a loser.
Yeah.
He probably was the one who like put it in her head. She probably was like, oh, it's fine. I don't care. And then he was like, no, you should be mad.
Yeah. Like, no, pay half. If anything, pay half. Yeah. Loser. I like that the wife was like, no, it's fine. I'll just pay it.
Yeah.
And like, how lucky is she that she got to stay like in a room at her parents' house?
No, I know.
Escape the craziness every night and go sleep on your own and then come back. It's kind of cool. But also like if you're at a bachelor party, you're kind of in it for it.
Yeah. Like it's not, I don't know. It's not like, you're not there to like sleep comfortably.
Yeah. And you're not on like some like amazing vacation on the beach.
And if you are, then that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like a nice chill time. I could see if they were going in expecting like a nice chill time.
Yeah.
And their whole plan was to sleep all day, every day.
Yeah, but like they're 25 to 30 maybe. Like I doubt it.
I also just find it unbelievable that she had to share a bed with a stranger. Like to me that just like doesn't track, and I feel like we're missing something.
Why wouldn't you put her with someone she knew?
Yeah. Or if it was like such a big deal, then just like sleep on the couch. Because what's the difference?
I don't know. Isn't a twin size bed like so small?
Yeah, it's wicked small.
It's trying to think. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Sharing it with one person that you don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks, but again, whatever.
And it's like, okay, if she knew other people there, like, why didn't she just share? I don't know. To me, that whole thing is like very weird.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
We're almost there. We're almost there. The dog that won't stop barking. Our podcast name.
Yeah. Putting our dog down. Putting our friend's dog down.
Without telling him.
Putting our friend's dog to sleep.
Sorry, Joe.
Euthanizing our friend's dog.
I'll get Joe's dog down.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe. We're kidding.
A little.
Okay, just stay here.
Oh, it's a good boy. You just stay. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Am I the asshole for yelling at my mom that I hate Harry Potter and to let me live my own life?
Interesting.
As my title suggests, my mom is a huge Harry Potter nut. She and my dad actually met in a Harry Potter RIC. It's like Discord, but for old people.
Okay.
In the early 2000s, got married, had kids, and from day one decided to embarrass us for life by naming us after some Harry Potter and Star Wars characters. It's honestly been hell. I have a stupid name, and since we were little, my parents have forced stuff like Harry Potter, Star Wars, Marvel movies, etc., down our throats. Everything is about dragons and magic and blah, blah, blah. I'm so sick of it. Every birthday, every holiday, everything is just organized around fandom. So just like every Christmas, the days leading up, just like every Christmas, the days leading up to Christmas, we have to sit down every night and watch Harry Potter movies. It's so fucking boring. I can usually get away with knitting or drawing on my iPad during this, but this year my mom was like, let's just have a technology and distraction-free night every night. I arranged to go over to my friend Missy's house instead for like 2 nights. Missy's family is normal and likes things a normal amount. My mom got really mad and started telling me about how it's a family tradition and how I'm basically rejecting her, and went on her whole thing about how you wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Harry Potter.
Oh my God.
I finally had it and just yelled, nobody cares that you were a big name in the Harry Potter fan club. I don't like Harry Potter. I don't like Star Wars. I hate Marvel movies. They're all so boring. Please just let me have my own interests.
It's okay.
I couldn't help it. I started crying because I was just so frustrated because everything always has to be about Harry Potter. Harry Potter this, Star Wars that, and now that we're older, they started doing Game of Thrones.
Oh,
everything
God.
is centered around some kind of movie or TV show or book series. Just once, I want my family to band around something that doesn't have to do with media or these nerdy things. We live in Utah where we have like 5 national parks, and even though I ask every year for my birthday, I've never even been to Arches. Oh my God. Well, my sister called me...
Jojo waits till you speak.
I know.
He starts barking.
Well, my sister called me saying that mom was angry and to just come home and stop with the theatrics. I told her that I'm sick of having this old nerd stuff crammed down my throat, and just once I want to have a normal time watching normal Christmas movies and not having to pause for lightsaber battles. Jojo! Okay.
Is that the story?
Yeah.
Well, I want to say, first of all, this family could not be more of my biggest nightmare. Like, I just don't like fantasy. Like, if there's a spell or a sword involved, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, obviously families like to have their traditions, like for Christmas, but it's like, this is so specific. And I feel like if their kids don't like it, let them figure out what they want to do. And like, you should do that at least like every other Christmas or something.
Yeah. But it's also, it seems as though it's not the kids' tradition. It's the parents' tradition that the kids are fed up with. Like, for them to make their whole children's personalities things that they like and not allow them to, like, oh my God, have their own like creative expression or like have outside interests other than like what the parents enjoy. Like, to name your children after something like that and then expect them to like
love it,
have to also be obsessed with it is so toxic.
It's weird. It's giving like dance moms.
Yeah, and like so restricting. And I saw a bunch of comments from people being like, I don't like the way you like talk about nerds. And it's like, okay, well, when it's like jammed down your throat your whole life and like you're literally named after it, like that can be like so...
No, I feel like that's fair.
Disorienting to like a kid and like their development. Like for your parents to expect you to be these like people...
Yeah.
It's just wild to me. I don't know. It's just really sad that like this girl and the other siblings like aren't allowed to have their own personalities.
Yeah. I think it's like very fucked up, honestly, that the parents are like, say your thing again.
I don't even remember.
I don't either.
The dog's going down, Joe.
Guys, I can't even think because of this dog. I will say, here's my only thoughts. It's fucked up. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Like, they need to let their kids have their own life.
Yeah.
Watch what they want to watch.
And not
change their names.
And not shame them or force them to do things that they don't want to do anymore, because it's quite frankly traumatic for them. Because you like shoved all this shit down their throats and they don't enjoy it. Yeah. Only because you enjoy it. Like, go do that shit on your own time.
Yeah.
And let your kids like
do their own
who
thing.
They want to be. It's like,
in any other context, it's like if you're forcing your kid to like play baseball and they don't want to play, like that's, in my opinion, fucked up too. It's like, nope, keep playing. We're playing every summer. And it's like, okay, but I'm not in it. Like, let them figure out what they want to do. Like, they can't thrive if they're not able to do what they enjoy and like figure it out themselves.
Yeah. Like, if you named your kid Babe Ruth and then they sucked at baseball and then you still forced them to do it, like that's toxic.
Yeah.
What do we think this girl's name is? She was like, my name sucks. It's so like, did they name her Voldemort?
Or like Hermione.
Literally.
Like, probably, I don't know.
That sucks.
Snape. My name is Snape.
The kids' names are probably Harry, Ron. Harry, Tom. Oh my God.
Ron.
God. Harry, Ron. I kept wanting to say Tom Riddle. Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Yeah.
Which is like, I would legally leave my family. I would immediately be emancipated. And that's coming from someone who enjoys Harry Potter.
And like, you know, they have swords.
But that's like some toxic shit. Because then like your parents just have these like expectations of you.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you were the Harry son. I'd be
like, redheaded subchild. I'd be like, you're uninvited because you don't like Harry Potter. So I don't like it. I just like don't care about it. But you know what I mean? It's
I bet they like make them like read the books all the time. Like I can't even imagine growing up in this household.
My fucking nightmare.
Yeah. Like not to say that like I don't like Star Wars, but like I'm not gonna like hate on someone for liking it, but it just seems the way that they're doing it is incredibly toxic.
Well, like being forced to, especially as a kid. Again, it's like anything. Like you have to do ballet every day. It's like, well, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Well, I'm glad we got a moment of silence from JoJo. Oh, there he goes again.
I'm going to drop him off at a shelter.
I hope someone clips this
Joe,
and like
you
tags
can pick him up
Joe.
at LaBelle.
LaBelle. Good luck. Good luck. He's pretty cute. Everyone's going to
they tag Joe.
Sorry, Zed already got him.
Yeah, he's like
Kylie Jenner got your dog from
He's
LaBelle.
like a literal designer dog. I'm like, here you go.
LaBelle of all fucking places too. They'd be like, wow, we hit the jackpot. We're selling them for $10,000.
Brussels Griffon.
Kris Jenner picked him up. Sorry, Joe.
Oh my God, that is so funny and so messed up.
Guys, don't cancel us. We're fucking joking.
Yeah.
We don't think it's funny to put a dog down. We don't think it's funny to take some dog to a shelter, especially a fucked up one. Leave us alone. Yeah. Not my day.
That is the tea. Well, we're going to go. I need to finish cleaning my carpet before this day sets.
And honestly, like I'm about to pee on it because I'm dying of pee. So like if you don't want to pee on it, we got to wrap this up.
Yeah. So I'd like to thank our Patreon members in the Whitey tiers. We mentioned we have a Patreon. It's really fun. So come join that if you can or want to. So thank you to MS Berlin, Nicole Innocenti, Nicole Shreve, and Pammy Harris. We love you guys. Thank you for being members of the Whitey tier, which is the top tier. We may be doing some like shape shifting over there on the Patreon.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. Also, if you didn't know, in terms of our YouTube channel, we're only going to be posting once a week now. So I think we're going to maybe do some more Patreon content. So like I said, stay tuned.
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
And then the audio of the podcast comes out on Wednesdays, anywhere you listen to that. And the video version comes out on YouTube on Thursdays. So make sure you're subscribed, rate and review the podcast. And we love you guys so much. See you next week. And hopefully it'll be much more silent.
Yes, it will be. Bye, guys.